King Charles is reportedly wary of speaking to Prince Harry, as anything he says could all end up as fodder for a future bestseller. Prince Harry's explosive memoir, Spare, was published this past January, and even though King Charles and his son have reportedly since met, the fallout and lingering effects from the book still loom large for Charles. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, so you don't miss any updates about the British royal family. The King is still of the opinion that any encounter with Harry could serve as material for a new book, according to OK. Harry himself claimed earlier this year that he had enough material for 2 books, though there is currently no indication that a sequel is in the works. The media outlet claims that the monarch is said to oscillate between hurt and fury over his youngest child's monetized indiscretions, referring not only to Spare but also to Harry and Meghan. Harry and his wife Meghan Markle's self-titled 6-part docuseries, and media appearances to promote both projects. Although there appears to be love on both sides, royal expert Daniela Elza said there is only a tiny glimmer of hope that father and son will ever be able to come to terms. Even though OK claims that Harry went soft on his father when it came to the documentary and barely mentioned the newly crowned sovereign in Spare. The publication claims that Harry's attacks on Queen Camilla went straight to the King's weak spot and were a surefire way to incite his annoyance. According to Elza, there is another important factor preventing His Majesty or anyone with an HRH picking up the phone with the Sussexes, even if Charles was willing to overlook the grievous slight Harry had done to his darling wife's reputation by portraying her as Snow White's evil queen without the apple. Prior to Camilla becoming the archenemy for Charles' attention of Harry's adored mother, the late Princess Diana, OK reported that Charles was deeply hurt by remarks and accusations made against Camilla. A friend of Camilla's questioned, "How does she get past that? It's one thing to insult your stepmother in front of family members or in private. But to include it in a book that is closing the sales gap with the Bible." The Duke of Cambridge also seems to share his father's penchant for bitter resentment, which can also be seen with Prince William and his intention to keep his feud with Harry firmly in place, according to OK. This is also true of Harry. The savage conflict between the brothers could only have been resolved by Diana, according to OK. According to royal authority Jenny Bond, Diana was an utterly devoted mother, and her sons meant the world to her. "I'm certain that her greatest wish would be to reunite with her boys and find a way to mend their estrangement. Diana would have been the best person to solve the problem. Reconciliation is unlikely to occur without her." According to royal author Tom Quinn, "People I've spoken to who work for both William and Kate say this is never really going to be healed," he said. "There is significantly more rage in private than there is in public, particularly in response to the claim that William physically assaulted Harry. Furthermore, none of them are willing to accept responsibility for their actions," according to a friend of the King. "They are a very obstinate family," the friend said. Charles is certain that he has nothing to apologize for. Harry, however, appears less interested in fame, the spotlight, and even writing a second book, according to the Mirror. According to culture and brand specialist Rochelle White, Harry has never really wanted to be in the spotlight. "Harry hasn't always seemed to enjoy the celebrity life, in my opinion, and I can see him working and engaging in activities that are more meaningful to him and that he enjoys."